progress, or if they're not progressing at all, it lets us know a little more objectively how well they're doing in the clinic. Another big thing that we do with patients is we use our hands. Chiropractors are famous for using their hands to treat patients, and that's, again, without drugs or surgery. And the first thing we want to do is we want to evaluate their muscles and their bones. And what I'll do, and I'll show you this as an example here, as a patient, let's suppose the patient is laying on their stomach. We have their head up here, their hips here, and their legs are off the table. What I want to do, and I'm going to leave the spine just like this if you want to focus in on that, I'll leave the spine just like this. Now, it looks crooked, but in real life, I can't see that. But patients will say, it might hurt here, it might hurt on this side, this side. I can't see that by visually looking at that, but my hands are trained and skilled enough to feel on both sides of this where I can tell if there's rotation in one direction or the other. And so typically we'll find the areas that are really rotated, and the patients will say, hey, that's sore, my muscles are tight. And I kind of have an idea that there might be some sort of change in the posture and the alignment of the spine. And this is where x-rays, will take x-rays, and it'll actually confirm that the spine is twisted. And this allows the patient to see what I see. So it's very important for the patients to know why they're coming in, because if they think it's just based on pain, when the pain goes away, they think they're fine. And sometimes the pain can go away and you're still crooked. Well, we want to make sure that when the pain goes away, it's for the right reasons. It's because your body is realigned where it should be. Otherwise, the problem will come back, and then it's an endless cycle of not getting well. So that's what we do. We look at the spine that way. And then we also do, again, what I said was we take x-rays. And x-rays are very good because it lets the patient actually see visually what I am evaluating here. And once they see that, more often than not, they're very excited at the same time and also concerned, but it allows them to actually follow through and get the better help that they need. So whether we get x-rays taken at the hospital or we do x-rays here, if we do them here, the nice thing is patients can take their cell phones and take a picture of our screen and walk home with a set of their x-rays on the very same day. And I'm going to show you some x-rays of some other patients here. You won't see their names, but I'm going to show you what they'll see. A picture of your x-rays that we've taken. And this picture here is a picture of your neck from this part up. That's your left side, and that's your right side. And what I like to do is I like to actually flip the image on my screen by doing that. I just turn the screen because chiropractors, we work with patients from behind. So that's your left side, and that's your right side. And you can see that your spine is leaning to the right. And see, patients see that, and they're like, I do feel like I'm leaning in one direction, not the other. And so this is one x-ray we take of the neck. This happens after a car accident. Here's another one. And this is a picture of you looking that direction there. You can sort of see some of the teeth in your jaw there. And what I do with this side x-ray here is I'll look at this one, and I'm going to compare it with my chart up through here. And this chart has a normal spine and a bunch of other injured spines. And a normal spine has what they call a normal curve. You can see almost like a little bit of a curve in your spine here. And in this spine here, it's not exactly curved like I want it. It shows how the spine it should be like this. But in this case, it's gotten a little straighter than we want it to be. And that's going to create a lot of pressure down your spine when you walk. We don't want that. We want a curve here, because that forms like a spring. That makes you feel better. But again, if it's straight, pressure comes down, that creates a lot of tension, headaches, and eventually some arm pain that you might get. We don't want that. So that's the importance of taking x-rays. And then you're welcome to, patients will take a picture for themselves. You can go through the motion there while taking it. And we go through all the x-rays, and you get a copy of those too. Now here's another one of your back. And in this case, you probably didn't know it, but if you look closely, you can see how your spine is twisted. You see that? Now, I'm going to show you another x-ray that's really bad. Yours is injured enough. There's some tight muscles here, tight muscles there. But let me show you one that got really bad for us. And you can see that. And Shafi, you might want to catch that picture there. That's what they call scoliosis. There's a lot of curvature in the body there. And it can be a very painful condition, especially after a car accident. But you don't have that. But I wanted you to see how bad it can get. And then this is a picture of your arms. This we're looking through your side in this direction here. I'm looking at the shape. See how there's a nice curve there? That's actually good because you want that curve in your spine. In this case, you kind of want this curve here because that's going to allow us to have a little bit of a flexion or spring in the body. And let's look at your lower back again.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. First of all, my name is Sharif Ali Hashim. I am the chairman of Somali Benedir community in the USA, and it is a privilege for me that I invited today in this event. And I want to talk about a little bit about the story of Zenith School. Zenith started 2004 as a middle and high school, and it has that time about 60 students, including my children, and now it has more than 1,000. It has expanded rapidly because the school is very, very, very good. The administration they are very nice people, and it expanded to the west side. There's a west side middle school, northeast and branch high school, daycare, and they teach multicultural. They teach multi-language, Arabic, French. The curriculum is according to Ohio. They have professional teachers, assistant teachers, administration,